a bit of that in there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Checking everything. We are good, I believe. Yeah, everything's looking good. I'm going to get this music on, but quietly in the background right here. Just kick back to the sounds of PlayStation 5. That's right. We're inside for another state of play. Here we go. How you all doing? Back for another evening. That's right, that's right. I see a little conversation happening here. Bam suffering in hard games is our enjoyment. Hey man. It doesn't matter how hard a game is. It's my learning curve. Once I start to get my head around it, I start to do a lot better. So we'll see with Returnal, but I don't know. We'll see. It depends how much movement there is and stuff. But yes, very, very right. Someone said I grew up on shooters. I'm much more adept to shooters than I am anything. I like to think anyway, you know. I've just been playing some Battlefield 1. Man, I'm having so much fun playing Battlefield 1 again, honestly. I forgot how good that game, like that game's really well put together. Even now, it still holds up. I want to get the premium pass because obviously I had everything on Xbox. I want to get the premium pass for it, but it's like 32 quid, which is just a bit like, it's a lot. It's a lot for a game that's so old, you know. But yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna be playing Returnal in a few hours. We're doing a midnight stream. I got my caffeine ready. I got this. I'm ready for the late shift, boys. I'm ready for the late shift. Ballistics in the chat. Let's go. JT in the chat. Here we go. TGK. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while, man. Go around. How you doing? Angel and Callie on the modding duties. Let's go. Zand, how you doing? Lungful Drummer, Born Sinner, Susan, how you doing? Eric, good to see you. Path Gaming, of course. Michael, good to have you, man. Catholytic in the chat. Danny in the chat. Hey, I'm vibing. Young Jay in the chat. This beat's alright. We got like 11-ish minutes before we get into this. I hope that the audio and everything's the right sort of level. We all know why we're here tonight, don't we? It's Ratchet and Clank. That's it. That's all we're here for. More Ratchet and Clank footage. You know? Doesn't matter. I don't care what else they show us. We are here for Ratchet and Clank. It's as simple as that. Vinayak, I believe, if I've said that correctly, I hope I have. Foul Origin in the chat. Michael Myers in the chat. Debbie, good to have you as well. Hiram, how are you doing? Royalty, haven't seen you in a while as well. I hope you're all doing well. Yes, the state of play is when the Familam all comes back together. Core B, how are you doing? Audio seems good. Nice. This is the kind of shit you want to rap on. If they had those drums hitting a little bit harder, you know? I like it. I like it. I've been writing and rapping a lot recently. I got like 2 projects that I'm working on. I'm working on like a serious EP with like actual tracks, like, you know, fun tracks, serious tracks, all of that good stuff. And then I'm also decided that I'm gonna do like a like an anime EP where I just use like anime type beats. So, and I think I'm gonna call it JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So expect the music videos to have a lot of like, and just random fucking, like, I'm gonna do a whole music video in the style of like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, because why not, man? Why the fuck not? And a bunch of other stuff, you know. So yeah, I like that. There'll be some Naruto in there. There'll be a Dragon Ball Z thing in there, like themed tracks and just a fun. It'll be like a Shonen Jump mixtape, you know? And then I got some actual serious stuff that I'm working on. Because I don't know how much people know that I like to rap. But like, I've been rapping since I was 13. I've done battles, I've done music, I've done it all. I've done performances to like plus 1,000 crowds and stuff. Bigger than that. Loads of stuff back in the past. And I'm really getting back into rap this year. I don't know what it is. I feel like with rap, you got to leave enough life before you can go and rap again, you know? You got to leave time for your life to happen, and then you go and rap about it. That's me anyway. But enough about that. I'm just in a good mood about it. We're all here for Rivet. Very, very true. Collab with Pete and Baz. I wish. Have you completed the side missions on Horizon? No, I have not. Horizon's a game. I will stream Horizon. We agreed this anyway when it came out. Before God of War comes out, we'll do a stream where I tackle the Valkyries. Before Horizon comes out, we'll do a stream where I take on board, like, and do all of the Frozen Wilds type stuff. Like, you see, just before Miles Morales came out, I went back and I played the Spider-Man DLC. And I think it's a good way of doing it, you know, because you want to sort of get back into the controls and mindset of those games just before you play the new version of them. And at the same time, what better time to revisit a title than just above it, you know? So we'll see, man. We'll see. IGN is very wooden. hey, you said it, not me. Yeah, the Famalam is where it's popping, man. The thing I love, as I always say about this state of plays, is where I just kick back and everybody just has a good time, you know? Most of the time when I'm streaming, it's me going, fuck, I can't play this game, this is ridiculous, man, how am I meant to do this? And then every so often being like, how are you doing, chat? But with these, it's just, like, Returnal, believe I'm going to be screaming at the television, you know? But right now, we've got some nice music, I can kick back and say hello to everybody, and you lot are going to have a lot of fun. I love seeing you guys' reactions in the chat when we do this sort of thing, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Returnal reviews are good. Yep. Yeah, they are. I've seen some good reviews on it. I don't know if anyone has me on Twitter. I was very, very very annoyed because my countdown said that it would go, like, it was counting down to 1 p.m. this afternoon. And I was watching the counter. I was going to do a daytime stream. And the second it hit 0, it suddenly just went, you can't access this content yet, and slapped another 10 hours on the timer. They had me, man. I was like, yes, I'm gonna, there's a glitch. The UK are gonna get to play it early. They knew what they was doing, man. They knew what they was doing. So yeah, unfortunate. Can I get the PS backdrop? Wait, hang on. If I press this, I've not used my Stream Deck. I need to get my head back around my Stream Deck. If I do that, there we go. Beautiful. Look at that. We got the nice background going. Yeah, I thought I was gonna cheat the Returnal system. I was really looking forward to it. Koo Cullen, how's it going, man? How you doing? Seb, good to see you in the chat as well. Yeah, the funny thing is, I was feeling so tired. I was like, man, how am I even gonna play Returnal this evening? And then me and my insomnia, the closer it gets to midnight, the more and more I'm like, I'm awake. And it's really, like, I'm awake. Luckily, I've got all my work out of the way for the for this week, because I had to get everything sent off for approval ahead of bank holiday. So I actually have nothing to do tomorrow, really. Uploads, yeah, I'm gonna keep on the uploads, but seeing as we're streaming tomorrow, I don't have to do an upload, and seeing as I'm streaming at the start of tomorrow, I don't have to do an upload. I will be doing the Last of Us fan film. I was speaking to the people behind the film earlier. If you guys want it, I wouldn't mind doing it as a stream on Saturday evening, same time as normal streams, like 8:30, and we watch and discuss it together, like a film club kind of thing. But if not, I can just do it as an upload. Let me know, because it would be fun to do a watch together kind of thing where, but the only thing about that is you have to accept there might be little points where I stop it, or we can just watch it as a whole and then we'll go back to our favorite moments. Either one of those, I really think could be a good way to do it as a stream, as I've said in the past. But I was speaking to them, it's done really, really well views-wise and stuff, and I didn't want to take anything away from the fan film in the first week, you know, because they said, can you react to it? But I didn't want to take anything away from it at all. And yes, I'm aware I'll probably stream Returnal throughout the weekend as well, but I just thought it'd be really cool to do like a watch together of the Last of Us fan film. So I think that could be a lot of fun, you know? So let me know, and then we can just stream Returnal afterwards or before or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be fun. We're at 4 minutes now. 4 minutes to go. I'm really excited as well. I'm Ratchet and Clank. The footage for Ratchet and Clank was you may have saw the reaction, but it was like the thing that stuck out to me more than anything, as I mentioned, is the difference between the cinematics to the in-game stuff it's impressive. Like, it's seamless. Like, you know, like, we're finally getting to a point now where games look as good as their cutscenes. And to me, that is just, that's kind of the definition of next gen in a lot of ways for me, you know? Because remember, you used to play games and the cutscenes that have been pre-rendered and whatever looked like incredible, but then you go into the game and it looks like trash. It's really, really good to see that we're finally getting to that point where there's a marriage between the quality of both. And that's without getting into how absolutely crazy Ratchet and Clank is looking on a whole, you know? And I'm sure we're going to see a lot more this evening. But it's really starting to blow my mind, to put it simply. Like, remember when I was watching the state of play and I thought that all of the people were CGI? I hope that happens again tonight. Yeah, 2 indies and Ratchet and Clank footage. That's all we got to look forward to, man. They've been very honest and upfront about this, but at the same time, I think it was the right time for a state of play. We've had this beautiful lead up to Returnal. They've done a beautiful marketing run with Returnal. It's got everybody excited to play it, and now they're like, all right, you've made your purchase. Ratchet and Clank, you're up next, boy. And they're just like, let's, you know what I mean? The marketing behind Sony's approach to this gen. Look, you can say what you want about the fact that not enough consoles are getting out. We can blame the scalpers and we can blame the global pandemic. You know, they would have liked to have got more consoles in everybody's hands. We know that. And everybody would have liked to have their hands on the PS5. But all things considered, they've done a very good job, even with the delays and pushbacks, which is for the benefit of the people that don't have a console yet. They have done a very, very good job with this rollout at the start of this generation. You can't really fault it, in my opinion. Yeah, there was a couple things that sort of like got swept under the rug. Godfall, out of there. No one was really talking about it. Just whatever, you know, leave it. We'll put it on Plus a few months down the line, you know. Destruction All-Stars, they made the right call putting that on Plus, because I don't think that everyone would have played that game, or at least given it a try on the console. But other than that, they've really had their pioneering games, you know. Demon Souls, Miles Morales, Sackboy. A lot of people enjoyed Sackboy. Astros was really fun, and now we move into this where we've got, you know, Returnal, and we move straight into Ratchet and Clank. I think it's a very, very good job. We're coming down to the last minute. I'm gonna go through to the main room, the big old cinematic. We're here. We're inside. Whew. 42 seconds. You see that? I perfectly stopped right there. I can't believe 98 people in the chat. Where have you all been? Where have you been? I'm playing. Where were you when I was streaming Doom and Yakuza? There was like 30 of the real ones in the chat. It was me and the foot soldiers of the family. You know what I'm saying? But nah, as always, like, I view like state of plays and stream events, it's like a barbecue, you know? It's the one time that all of the family gets together, we kick back, we have some food, we have a discussion about the things that we love, and then we go our separate ways until the next time, you know? And I still think that's beautiful. We got 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. We're in this shit. Let's go. Let me know about audio. Let me know about audio, but everything should be good.
Welcome to an all-new State of Play. We've got more than 15 minutes of new Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart PS5 gameplay coming right up.
More than
but
15
first,
minutes,
let's
you know?
check in on 2 other exciting games coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 consoles this year.
Yeah, because if not, we'd all go. So smart.
Made it to 4546B. Landing was a bit rough, but I don't think they spotted me.
Hi,
What is
I'm
this?
Jeff, audio producer at Unknown Worlds.
Okay.
Set 1 year after the award-winning original, Subnautica Below Zero plunges players into a frigid underwater adventure in search of answers. Here, the native wildlife above and below the surface might consider you a tasty treat, assuming you don't become an ice pop first. The previous research crew has vanished, including your sister.
This was Sam's necklace. She never took it off.
To uncover the truth, you'll need to get crafty, building tools and shelter for your survival.
I want to sample
But
this
even
game
that may
though.
not
Like,
be
Subnautica looks like a lot of fun.
told you to stay off my land.
With the PS5 DualSense controller, every icy shock feels like it's being sent right into your hands. The haptic feedback system allows you to feel each adrenaline-filled chase and provides visual and audio cues as you use resources, encounter key game moments, or get into situations where it's probably best to run. By the time you squint to see what's ahead, it may already be too late. Fortunately, when you play Below Zero on PS5, players will get a crystal clear experience with up to 4K graphics, targeting 60 FPS when in performance mode. And if you already own a physical or digital version of the first Subnautica on PS4, you'll be able to upgrade to the digital PS5 version at no additional cost. We hope you're as excited as we are to dive into the world of Subnautica Below Zero when it launches on PS5 and PS4 on May 14th.
Fair. To the point. Oh, what we got? Wait, what? We get an Among Us? They really just filling this out. This is one game I never streamed. Look at the little Clank. Look at the little Clank, the Ratchet and Clank skin.
We can't wait to dive deep into Subnautica Below Zero and make baseless accusations against our crewmates in Among Us later this year. Looks like Ratchet and the gang are ready for the spotlight. Next up, Insomniac Games will lead us on a tour of this June's PS5 action adventure.
You know what? They didn't even beat around the bush. They ain't beat around the bush at all. They said we're going straight into it. Abdul, man, run faster!
Missing infobot located. Initiating retrieval.
See, she got like, there was another little robot there. So bright and beautiful.
I'm Marcus Smith, creative director of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, a brand new full-length Ratchet & Clank adventure built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5 console. Today we're going to introduce you to some of the gameplay, characters, and arsenal of Rift Apart.
I'm ready!
Whether you've played every game since Ratchet & Clank's debut, or you're brand new to the series, Rift Apart is a standalone adventure that you won't want to miss. Let's get into it.
Here he is.
Clank?
Here he is.
Wombax? What is this place? Where are you, Clank? Maybe someone around here has seen him.
Bro,
Have any of you seen a little gray robot anywhere? Green eyes? Red
it looks
antenna,
beautiful,
very charming.
doesn't it? So much going on.
Ratchet has been separated from his best friend and partner Clank, and is now in a new dimension in a mysterious urban sprawl called Nefarious City.
This reminds me of like when Obi-Wan and Anakin are in the city driving the cars, the flying cars. Look how clean it looks, man. Everything about it. Good point about the fur as well. Looks great.
Please let there be good news behind here.
Gee, the lighting, right?
Ratchet quickly finds out that in this dimension, Dr. Nefarious is a much more capable villain.
Bro, every material looks like what it's meant to be.
Please remember to thank our marvelous.
Do you know what I mean?
Before, during, and after making your purchase.
Emperor? Does that mean there are two Nefariouses now? Clank first, Nefarious later. Maybe he's in this bazaar.
Thanks to the new hardware, the worlds in Rift Apart are more beautiful than ever.
Yeah, and
cities
filled
are full
with
of life,
life.
with traffic and civilians milling about everywhere. Rift Apart is full of the unexpected. Characters in this new dimension are not always the same as they were in Ratchet & Clank's dimension.
Thank you so much, Zentera, man. I appreciate
Ratchet comes
you.
across Miss Zircon, the weapon vendor in Rift Apart.
Miss
Wait a
Zircon!
second.
You forgot your order? Well, come right in. Miss Zircon will sell you weapons, but you gotta be less conspicuous, or the resistance will not last.
The resistance?
Oh, apologies, sugar. Miss Zircon is still new to all of this espionage.
I love the humor in the Ratchet and Clank that I played. It's so spot on. Yes, she is.
Clank has been taken by a mysterious new Lombax named Rivet.
Clank!
Look at that water!
No. I need to go after that ship. How can I get off planet?
It's a test. Only royal starships are allowed to leave. Anything else? No. Phantom can help. Just follow the beat to Club Nefarious and you will find him.
Club Nefarious, got it. Oh, and nice work, Secret Agent Zircon.
This is so exciting.
Look at the reflection in the water!
Better look around.
Bro! The lights, the neon lights shining, but also they're rippling. Come on, man. You know in Parks and Rec? Where he's looking at the piece of art and he's like, I've been staring at this for the past 5 hours. It's beautiful.
Dr. Nefarious?
This is huge.
Sounds like a club, all right.
Mrs. Zircon. Yeah, Mr. Zircon was so great though, wasn't he? Yeah, my biggest takeaway from this is every single texture and element looks like what it's meant to, which is really hard to do.
Come on, Phantom, where are you?
Once Ratchet finds Phantom, he learns a couple of new moves.
Nice. See that? I saw that in the trailer. I love it. The sort of like emotion blur, but it creates
One of the
after
focal
image.
points of gameplay in Rift Apart is increased mobility. Ratchet can now dash and wall run to traverse levels. This focus on mobility allows players to chain moves together to create exhilarating combos.
Raritanium in your pockets to upgrade your arsenal further.
Now let's jump into combat.
The nefarious
Yeah, let's
days.
jump into combat.
If you can distract these troopers, I'll hack Nefarious's propaganda blimp and give this city a message it'll never forget.
Ninja
Looks
Gaiden
easy
Ratchet.
enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. Everything in this is just looking so good. And you have to remember, this is like...
Dashing
This is
allows you to
stream
evade
quality.
attacks
This
or
isn't what it's
gain
going to look
strategic
like to your
advantage.
own eyes.
Enemies can't hit what doesn't momentarily exist. Dimensional tears in the world allow you to use the Rift Tether, another
Yes.
new traversal mechanic to instantly pull yourself across battlefields to escape or flank enemies. Weapons
It's
in Rift
beautiful.
Apart utilize the power of the DualSense wireless controllers, adaptive triggers, and haptic feedback to allow players to really feel the power of their arsenal. For example, with the burst pistol, players can pull back the trigger partway to peck out accurately placed single shots. But pulling the trigger fully unleashes a rapid-fire spread that covers more area.
Yes.
In either case, players will feel each shot burst from the weapon and connect with enemies.
Look at these boxing
With
robots.
the Enforcer, players can pull the trigger down halfway to fire a single barrel, reducing time between reloads. Or pull the trigger fully and unleash both barrels with a devastating close-range attack. Thanks to the haptics, the player will feel the power of their shots through their hands.
That's not going to get old, is it? It's not going to get old at all. Just pulling
Let's
the
move ahead a
entire
little bit.
environment to you.
As Ratchet attempts to follow Rivet and Clank, he encounters a nefarious juggernaut.
Oh, damn. See, look. Cutscene.
Where did you even come from?
Into the action. Seamless. Looks like just the... It looks like it's all just done. In-get is crazy, man.
During this fight,
I'm
more
gonna get
dimensional
killed a
chaos
whole
ensues.
bunch of times. I can already see it.
Thanks to the power of the SSD, we can near instantly teleport players to completely different locations. This isn't some small arena being loaded, but the entire
Sway?
level from a different planet. Let's jump over and see what's going on with Rivet and Clank.
Come on, man. Come on, did you see the front? Look at that.
As you
Look,
may
at,
have
look at
guessed,
those reflections.
Rivet is a brand new playable character in the series.
Where are you taking me?
Look at the different type of environment they've decided to show us now. Look at the sun rays as it peeks through the trees. Suddenly we're in a complete different environment just to show off exactly what we need to see. I can't believe she straight up just stolen
several
Clank,
alternate dimension versions of classic planets from past games.
A monster. See the mist on the water as well, like the like mist around it.
Did
like
we
a
mention
swamp?
how stunning and alive our worlds are? Thanks to the power of the PS5 and the 3D audio, we've been able to create alien planets with an immersive density like never before. Let's check it out.
Incredible. Look at it, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna ride one. As soon as I can get close enough.
Back to Ms. Zircon, the weapons vendor.
Whoa. This wasn't what was in my account last time.
Oh, that is because I added our mutual friend on Nefarious City.
Okay.
In Rift Apart, you get to play with an
Mr. Fungi?
explosive new arsenal,
Mr. Fungi?
as well as a few returning classics.
You will be missed, sweet thing.
This is ridiculous.
Here's another example of how we're using the DualSense. With the Topiary Sprinkler, players will feel
how far you
resistance
throw
in the
it.
trigger as they prepare a throw of this garden grenade. Once on the ground and spitting out its rapid growth plant fertilizer, players will also feel when enemies have been topiaried and are ready to be trimmed down.
What?
Where's that speedle going?
It appears some dimensional distortion is emanating from that cave.
It's just too much. We don't deserve this. We don't, what did we do to
rift
deserve
tethering
this?
and dimensional shifts, there are also many pocket dimensions scattered throughout the game.
And the last speedle runs into that rift thingy.
Interesting. You must have a rift tether in your glove, too.
Complete change in
All right,
environment
Smarty
again.
Bot. What is this place?
A dimensional pocket? Perhaps a symptom of the Dimensionator's destruction.
How do you come up with this stuff?
This is crazy. This is.
Hey, it's Maynard, the Mortis helper bot. Must have wandered in through the rift somehow.
There is the Speedle.
No, don't hide!
Hitting its nest might get its attention.
Well, hello there.
Speedle? Oh shit!
Oh dear!
Maybe Maynard can lead me to the Mortis.
Who's that Pokemon? Come on.
Now
I'm back
we have to
in.
Get away from this acid.
Come on,
Back
Maynard.
in.
Let's find the Mortis.
Riding Speedles is one way of traversing Sargasso's acid swamps, and to do so quickly.
Excuse me.
Look out!
Are you kidding me?
Got it. See? Sometimes I don't crash. Stop! 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 There's the gelatonium factory. I'm coming, Morts.
We didn't follow that Lombax and his Robopet across dimensions just to get stopped by some fuzzballs. So you got
Look
like
at the fur on
9.5
the
seconds
guy
to
on the
tell
left's
us where
face.
they're at. 1.
Hang on there now.
If you watched our previous gameplay demo, you may recognize the Goons for Less. This rebranded gang has been hired by Dr. Nefarious to attack Ratchet and Clank, and are now also trapped in Rivet's dimension. Here's another new weapon.
No.
The Shatter Bomb is a frag-type grenade that deals a lot of damage to your foes. With haptic feedback, each explosion feels incredibly impactful.
You can find a Lombax. Where are these doofuses coming from?
Perhaps they were sucked through the dimensional vortex as
Oh no,
well.
look out. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. Look how beautiful that ray is. The smoke, the light on the
This is just a
explosion.
small taste of some of the early gameplay in Rift
Everything.
Apart, but there is so much more. We have open areas to explore.
Yeah.
Dimensional Clank puzzles.
Of course.
Glitch challenges. Arena challenges. Aerial combat.
Huh?
Gold bolts to collect. Pocket dimensions to explore. Armor to obtain and use in the first ever Ratchet and Clank photo mode.
Oh shit, look how good that looks. Oh my, look at the different lights you can throw in, everything
And
that's
giving
going
more
on.
people access to playing our games is always important to us. As such, Rift Apart will offer a slew of accessibility options.
Oh, let's go.
We'll reveal more about this soon. Experience Rift Apart's new planets, weapons, intense high-action combat, and near-instant load times, all with some of the best visuals we've ever created.
In gaming, currently, what are you talking about? It's not just that you've ever created, that gaming has.
Are getting out of hand.
On behalf of all of us at Insomniac Games, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the Omniverse on June 11th.
They threw in a photo
That's our
mode.
show. We explored the depths of an alien ocean, got a first look at Among Us on PlayStation, and zipped across space and time in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.
PlayStation, you done it again. Can you believe that? Wow. Come on, man. All right, so the first thing I want to say about this, because we're going to discuss this a little bit, is Ratchet and Clank turn up like, hey, Returnal, I'm going to let you finish, but first I got to say, we got the best action shooter of the year coming out. They couldn't even let Returnal come out, right? They didn't even give him a chance. They were just like, no, we need to drop this footage about an hour or so before Returnal even comes out, just so people know. There was no need. There was no need to do that at all. Like, everything I've seen about Returnal, and I'm so ready to play it, but seriously, they were just like, hey, do you think we should just drop it tonight, just before Returnal comes out? Yeah, I think let's do that. There's so much to unpack from that footage that we just seen. As I said, what works so beautiful is the seamless transition between the animations that you see in the pre-scripted stuff, you know, like the little intros, cutscene type things, but then how that translates and stays in the game as you play through. I know I mentioned it before, but we got to see a better look at that. All of the emotions and everything conveyed it still looks like it's in the actual gameplay, which is really impressive. I didn't expect for the worlds to have that much life. I really didn't. I'm blown away. Completely, like, blown away by, like, did you see, not only were they moving at a super speed on that speedle thing, but there was so much going on around, even when they went underneath that, like, dinosaur thing, and the tails just switch, like, there's so, just that would have been enough, but on top of that, you got, like, every monster and mob that you can attack all around just doing its thing. Impressive. Or the city looked crazy, not just the cars and everything, but how much, if you were looking around, all of the different, like, animations on the shops and bars and whatever you want to call them, all just around there, just moving seamlessly, and then thrown in with the level of life that was going on top of that was absolutely mental. So yeah, I'm broken. My mind has been blown. I'm gonna leave the door open, or the floor open, to see what you guys think about it. But yeah, it's honestly, Insomniac, I don't know. They shouldn't be called Insomniac. They should be called Insaniacs, man. The stuff that they're doing is ridiculously crazy. I'm just going to reply quickly. Always around. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you for saying that, and I'm glad that I have been able to help you getting through med school. You're a good person just off the bat of that. I can tell, because anybody that wants to go out and look after other people has got a heart of gold. So I appreciate that I've been able to help you through, but just by you enjoying the videos, you know. So thank you so much for being a part of this. Everybody that's watching as well, really appreciate you all. Returnal is at midnight. In answer to what time does it start, Returnal's at midnight. So we got just over an hour and a half, but we're gonna be unpacking a little bit of this. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Jim Ryan was talking about this when he mentioned a big quadruple title. What, talking about Ratchet and Clank? I mean, it's crazy. Seeing what they've done with this game, I cannot wait to see how fucking amazing Spider-Man 2 is going to look. Yeah, I mean, it's a great point. Like, Miles Morales looked great, but you can feel that Spider-Man's going to be, like, you know, like, Miles Morales felt like a TV show. Spider-Man 2 is going to be an absolute movie, you know? They should get the Spyro license back. They should. They really should. Susan saying, I really love the sun reflection on the water. Yeah, all of the reflections that we saw. As I was saying about the neon, and even the way that it rippled, and all of that is just so advanced for anything we've seen in recent years. It's absolutely stunning. And I can't believe they did it. You know, you know, Jeff Goldblum, like, you know, it's like, you actually did it. I can't believe they've pulled this off. And as I've said, the thing that you really need to remember is that this is just the stream version. They had to not only upload that footage for us to watch in a stream, right? So it's recorded and then uploaded. So it's going to lose a bit of quality. But when this goes on your screen, in front of your eyes, based on every game I've played in recent times, on the PS5, it's gonna look crazy. It's actually gonna look crazy. So yeah, there weren't so many cars. Was there, like, in Fifth Element? Yeah, exactly. But, like, it just looked perfect. Thank you all for being a part of this. I really appreciate everyone that comes by to say hello and get excited for the future of gaming, as far as I'm concerned. We're not going to send shots. I'm a little bit, like, Twitter's crazy at the moment, man. Maybe it's the people I follow and stuff, but there's a lot of people seem to get on Twitter and argue in this supposed console war every single day. And I just don't know why we can't just all be excited without having to take shots. Like, can't we just let the games do the talking, you know, and rise above the negativity? But I digress. I'm not going to get into that tonight. I just, yeah, I'm fully impressed. I really, really am. I'm really, and this is what it should be about as being gamers, is the excitement of what, like, imagination meets excitement is how gaming came about in the first place, right? So yeah, just, I don't know, even I don't know how they done it. It's witchcraft, like literal witchcraft, how they've managed to pull off so much. So yeah, I just they put a 4K video up on the PlayStation channel. There we go. If you want to go witness it in glorious 4K, I recommend you do that. Which I'll probably do myself as well. But yeah, I can't wait. This is also, in its own way, hyped me up for Returnal, because at least we're going to get another edition of that next-gen feeling, you know? I can't get enough of it. So yeah, and this is just the start. As Tuxedo Snake just put in, yeah, this is really just the start. Can you imagine what God of War is going to look like? Can you imagine what it's going to look like? Because I can't now. I feel like I don't know. God of War was one of the few games that my PS4 sounded like it was going to explode when I played it at times. And it was a brand new PS4 when I was playing it. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what they do with the full capabilities of the PS5. It's true, yeah, truly next gen now. We're in it. We're actually in it. And I think the best way to describe it is, you know, when you think back to games, you have this beautiful level of nostalgia where in your head, games looked like what we've just seen. But the reality is, if you look at a game that you have a fond memory of as a child, your imagination powers about 85% of that. And it's just a bunch of boxy pixels when you go back and look most of the time. But now, games actually look like how much you hype them up in your head. If that makes sense, you know? Because if you get into a good game, the graphics suddenly disappear and you're so immersed in the world that it looks awesome. But now, they actually do look awesome. They look outstanding and incredible. Yeah, like, it's funny, but we're finally reaching that sort of level. We're finally here, boys. The future is here. Yeah, can't wait to see what Naughty Dog do as well. 100%. I can't wait to see what they do. Resident Evil 8 is right around the corner as well. Yes, it is. She's right around the corner, boys. She's coming. So yeah, we've got a lot to look forward to moving forward. We actually do. And if this is anything to set a bar by, I don't even want to think where we're going to be in 3 years' time from here. You know? Everybody take care. Thank you. I appreciate you all. I really do hope that you will join me here in an hour and 30 minutes when we get into some Returnal. But that's about it from me. So I'm going to keep it short, sweet. I'm going to love you, leave you, and in about an hour 30, hopefully I'll see you. Buzz, son! Hey, he's back in the building. He's back. Let's do it. Hopefully see some of you. And if not, take care of yourselves. I always love it when people come around and you say hi. It may have been a while, but it's good to see your name in the chat, and I appreciate every single one of you so much. Thank you. Callie and Angel on the modding duties. Didn't even have to mod anything because everyone was bloody lovely, wasn't they? This is the best thing about doing these live events. Everyone just comes and has a good time. There's nothing to mod because we all just have fun. So yeah, thank you, man. I'm out.